Men are not meant to be dominant. Men are meant to be submissive.
Chat, did I just hear that right?
Men are meant to be submissive. Meant to be Men are not meant to be dominant. Men are meant to be submissive.
Go ask your daddy that. Go ask your older brother that. Go ask your friend that. It's because he has none. He has none. Where your homies at, bro? Where your homies at? See, this is what happens. Now, I'm not talking shit to, look, listen, I'll say in my personal experience. So look, my dad and my mom, they like separated, divorced and stuff like that, right? So there's a point in time where I live with my mom, pointing down, I live with my dad, right? And I didn't know this when I lived with my mom and I was living with all my sisters. Like I have five siblings, right? But like the siblings is weird, right? But what I'm really trying to say, when I was living with 3 of my sisters and my mom, right? That means I was a bunch of feminine energy. I was just around females, right? This feminine stuff. I picked up on that stuff. So I started to act feminine. Not foo-foo, not gay, but feminine. Like you, like more emotional, say things a certain way, not walk a certain way, but like wear certain type of clothes and think certain shit's cool and saying certain stuff is cool. I'm not saying like because he probably don't have a father figure in his life or a male figure in his life. I'm not saying there's something wrong with that. I'm not joking about that. Like I completely get it, and I understand that you could have this type of ideologies and feminine traits because you're growing up from your mom and stuff like that. But this is kind of I wouldn't be surprised that he was growing up by his mother and had a bunch of females in his life. So he got those traits. But you talking about men are supposed to be submissive. We're going to get more into this.
The whole Russell Wilson and Future situation is that liking bad boys is literally a phase that like you grow out of. You realize that bad boys are just like people that you have around for fun, but they're not someone that you would ever take serious. Like,
but this is like what y'all have for good niggas. Y'all have good niggas around, but you would never smash and you would never take serious and you would just keep around for attention. I think a lot of females be just keeping niggas around for attention, for validation. Like, bro, this is like what? Y'all do this to good niggas and bad boys? What the?
And I hated it there. And I was like, yeah, I'm going back to my nerds, my artsy nerds. My first boyfriend went to an Ivy League school studying neuroscience, never been in trouble a day in his life. My second boyfriend was in jail.
How y'all relationship? How y'all relationship? I wonder how the neuroscience motherfucker, I wonder how their relationship ended. I truly do. I wonder if she ended it. Oh, I was just bored and I just wanted to focus on myself.
On house arrest, scheduled to go back to jail midway through our relationship. What the hell am I doing with him? What am I doing with him? We can't even leave the country if I wanted to. That was a phase. I grew out of it very fast because you realize like you can't really ever settle down with them unless like they already lived that lifestyle and they got their shit together and they're out of it. Still, a lot of them have this mentality that they never really get out of. The only reason why a lot of us are attracted to hood men in the first place is because they have that toxic masculinity that we think that we want, but then you
think that you want.
Realize that they're just angry.
What? Okay, that last one didn't make sense. They're just angry. What?
A lot of us are attracted to hood men in the first place never really get out of. The only reason why a lot of us are attracted to hood men in the first place is because they have that toxic masculinity that we think that we want, but then you realize that they're just angry. The thing that
Then why do you think you want that? How do you think you want something? I guess you but it's like that means you just oh, I think I want I get it though. Like I could think I want strawberry cupcake and I take the cupcake. I'm like, ugh, this is nasty. I get it. I understand. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
Times that you shared something with a woman and she goes, "Aw," and you feel disgusted. Instant regret. Like, I just shared this and you think it's
Yo, I don't know why, but when females be like, "Oh, that was so cute," or "That was nice," like it just makes you like cringe. I don't know. It makes you feel like if you do a nice gesture, she be like, "Oh, that was cute." I don't know why. I feel like y'all let me know in the comments down below too if y'all feel like that's not the response you want when you do a nice gesture or you do something. You don't want to be cute, nigga. You don't want to be nice. You want to be that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
No, do not be vulnerable with women.
But you've never been in love. You've never been in love.
You want to do the example?
Women are not built to.
Never been in love. In love is crazy. You know how much you gotta be to be in love? Now, love, okay, cool, but you talking about you deflecting what he about to say because he never been in love. Come on, bro.
Handle masculine problems. Being vulnerable with a woman is some of the worst advice that modern day women give to men, because if I sit there and I cry to you, "Oh my God, my life is hard, blah, 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 blah," you might sit there and console me for a bit, but deep down you're like, "You fucking bitch." And you're going to go and find someone.
So not true. I know.
So you're saying that what he's saying is incorrect?
No,
that a guy
vulnerability
should
shows
cry in front of
vulnerability is so powerful.
Again, this is a common example of women saying one thing but doing
Yep.
another. They're saying
Say one thing, and then when they're actually in that situation,
this right now because it's politically correct to say you can cry to me, you can be vulnerable to me, etc. But deep down, if your man came to you and was crying on your shoulder saying, "I don't know what's going on," her
I would be
vagina's
there
gonna.
for him.
Can I finish? Her vagina's gonna dry up. She ain't gonna want to fuck with him anymore. She's gonna look for a stronger, more capable man, because women are designed to look for security.
Just because they cry once, bro?
Hey man, I can't tell you how many times we brought girls on the show with their own. They tell us on air. One time my boyfriend cried in front of me, and I never looked at him the same. It's like a glass. If you shatter a glass, right, and it smashes onto pieces, and you glue it back together,
not the same.
yeah, maybe it'll work. But when you pour water into it, it's always gonna leak.
I get more
That's the
attracted
issue.
when guys cry.
Yeah, I would say my opinion on this situation is that, like, still vent to your partners, talk to your partner about your problems, but definitely don't complain too much. Like, even if it's not a relationship, people don't like to hear people complain in general, consistently, and complain about, like, little stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's like the kid and the pencil effect. No, as you was a kid, you had like a favorite pencil or a favorite stuffed toy, and if it got dirty, got messed up, you cried about it. But when a kid cry about just a pencil, you like, bro, that's just a pencil. That's just a teddy bear. Now some parents and some adults can be like, bro, that's just a pencil. Why are you crying about that? Some people will be like, oh, it's okay, and they'll console them. And what I mean as in the kid pencil effect is that, as in the kid perspective, this pencil is everything he loved for. This is his favorite pencil. But to other people, like, what are you crying for a pencil for? You know what I'm saying? So what I'm really saying is that, you know, vent, talk to your problems. I say there's nothing wrong with that, but don't do the pencil effect where you just start complaining about actually, like, just keep complaining. Yes, a female wants to see that her partner is strong. Her partner is able to handle things. You know what I'm saying? A partner that could lead her to a certain way. But I think they definitely do appreciate when you open up a little bit. I would say, like I said, just don't open up too much. Don't be a sissy about it. And I think I'm gonna end this video off with saying, like, if a lot of men, like, I have mostly dudes watch this video, right? A lot of men have a problem with not expressing themselves. They suppress their feelings and emotions. So if you don't feel comfortable expressing yourself to other people, get a journal, bro. Start doing shadow work. Shadow work's where you ask yourself questions and you either answer it or you speak it in a way that you wish you would speak it, or you wish someone was speaking to you. So let's say you have resentment towards your father, right? Some things you can do for shadow work is like, what would I say to my father? No, you can say this. What would you say to your father if you was on your last hours on the earth, you was about to pass away? What grudges would you let go? What confessions would you say? And what conversation would you have? And what would you express with your last words on earth to your father, right?
Kind of let you express like the stuff you've been like suppressing and you haven't been able to express in that moment, maybe because you didn't feel comfortable telling to them, maybe because you're not around them to tell them. And you know, this is where you can express yourself and have that closure. Damn, I look good,
right? Or another way of doing shadow work, if you have resentment to your father, is speak to yourself or write down in your journal how you wish your father would have talked to you. So there's a couple of fathers where like they act too childish to their children. They try to be their friend, you know, trying to joke too much, be too immature, and you feel like you wish they was a father instead of trying to be like a friend to you. And like they lack guidance and, you know, being an actual father, right? So what you can do in shadow work, right? Express and talk to yourself the way you wish your father would have. So you can say, hey man, I'm proud of you for what you've been doing. You've been doing great. I acknowledge your hard work. I appreciate you. Like, talk to you how you wish your father would have talked to you. And these are a bunch of great things you can do with shadow work. If you don't feel like he said, being comfortable and being vulnerable to your partner, you can express yourself in many different ways. The same way you play ball, you play basketball, you play football, you can express yourself physically. It don't always have to be a verbal communication to another person to express yourself. And that's why I'm really trying to make, you know, just make men feel more comfortable expressing themselves in different ways and find different ways they can. But nah, man, this is a dope video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Vida. I'm a comedian of... Damn, I almost forgot my outro. My name is Vida. I'm a comedian of like-minded men and women that wants to progress mentally, physically, and financially. If you want to do that and network with future millionaires and people that's trying to get to the same goal as you, easiest way you can do that is to join the Jumbo Boys and subscribe. And we going crazy. Come on, man. Hey, come join the community. We welcome you. This is your ticket. Take your ticket wisely, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Take your ticket wisely. And I hope you enjoyed the video. There's a video click right here of another reaction video. You're gonna love it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm out. Gang.